The people who are making the most money are the ones online connecting emotionally the most. It's not about the content, it's about the connection. It's not about dominating, it's about differentiating. If you have the audacity to connect with people and tell them what you love and do not like, that's the core of being a brand. A brand is a promise, pledge, commitment. It's what you stand for and stand against. So if you stand for something and you're willing to turn down others, you win. What I mean by that is that if you're a chocolate lover, say you're a chocolate lover. It offends the strawberry vanilla people or pistachio people, but fine. You're standing on your business. But also talk about what you don't like. Too many people are blending in. If you blend in, you don't win. Listen, the whole idea is you being able to tell people with contrast. There needs to be a sense of polarity, not for the sake of polarity or being mean or being rude, but for the fact that if there's something you absolutely believe and you stand on, you stand behind it and you show up for it. And that's what it really means to have a brand. And when people see you're real like that, they want to do business with you. They want to find a way to do business with you. You're going to show up and you're going to win because people are going to look at you and going to believe you. They don't care about how fancy your video is. They don't care if you're wearing the thick glasses. They don't care if you're overweight. They don't care about any of that. They just care about what you said to connect with them. Think about what I'm saying. I'm saying to connect and help you. It's not about Darren Monroe. It's not about me. It's about you and what I do for you. And what I do is help people stand out 100% from their competition and be a emotional bad butt brand because you need to stand out and just become the person who's the differentiator. That's what branding is. It's about being different. Don't listen to these people with these fancy logos and sites and looks and fancy videos. Nah, it's not about that. It's about you being able to talk to that person and tell them, listen, you got a message and you don't have to be an extrovert. You don't have to have a great voice like mine. You don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be tall. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be a massive extrovert. All you got to do is just be you and say real stuff that people expect. Talk about the real stuff and you win. Talk about the connection and you win. There are 3 ways you can do that with. 1, you can do that by telling the story of why you're offering what you're offering as a business. What's the story behind that? 2, you tell the story about the actual product or service that you offer. And what's the story behind that? How did you come up with that product or service? And then 3, you tell them stories that have nothing to do with your product or service. In other words, tell them real stories, funny stories. You know, I used to work for Universal, DreamWorks, MCA, all these big companies, and I tell the funny stories about the day Eminem licked somebody over at the University of Chicago while performing. Here I am downtown Chicago, but it was on the south side, University of Chicago. And I don't know if he was, inebriated, intoxicated or not. Let's just say it like that. But whatever was going on, M was really wilding out. And I tell the funny story. What's that got to do with me having a branding workshop program or anything? Nothing. But it's really funny and it's entertaining, and I'm going to tell you stories like that. I'm going to tell you the funny stories. I'm going to tell you the rough stuff I've been through. I'm also going to tell you, of course, how I help people business-wise. But then I'm going to also tell you how I even got in this. I started from a FEMA paid-for hotel running away from Hurricane Katrina. Why am I telling you that stuff? Because it's real, and it connects you to me, to you, and I talk about how I help you. That's what it comes down to. A real mofo with real offers, with real stories on how they even got to do this and the blessing that I have every day and how I benefit basically 100,000 plus people across the last 20 years. It's not about me. It's about you. And with you, it's not about you and what you offer. It's about your clients. Follow me for more.